Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my Creative Time with Emma. And also welcome to day 3 of our sneaky peeks from our 129th edition release. So, good news before we even start. I'm getting my new phone in tomorrow and I am super excited. So this way I could get back into my process videos rather than just showing. I don't mind showing you, the card made already, but I like to actually show you the full process. So this will hopefully be my last video of me balancing my little, what do you call that? My iPad on this little tiny stand here. So today we are showcasing 2 brand new die sets. So I'm going to show you the first one. Actually, there's 3. This is called the Cute Heart Frame dies. So these will be the bottom layers of this. And the second one is the Cute Heart Layer dies. So there's 3 of the stitched that will coordinate and layer perfectly onto the 3 bigger hearts in this section. There's no layers for the tiny ones because obviously we can't make layers for those. They're so tiny. So I didn't do, these are just some little tiny hearts that, we could always use little hearts. Like I put them in here. You see them in there? And that's super cute. See those little itty bitty hearts? That's what those cut out with. Those cut out those little tiny hearts. Let me put them on here so you could see. Isn't that cute? Because I always want like just a really small heart, like if you're missing something, and it's always usually a heart. So I went ahead and just cut a whole bunch out in there. Now this one here is this size right here. Okay, that's what that one, and the rest of them are the smaller guys, and I love the way they came out. And because, like I said, I just love little tiny hearts on projects. Something, you just need that little extra something, So anyways, so those are the first 2 dies. And our next die set we are showcasing. Now, I'm not sure if you all remember. For those of you who have been following me, you remember this. I actually showcased these a year ago. These were my ginger boy and girl dies. Remember, I had 2 sets where they could face each other. I had them all on one die only because they were small and I was able to do it. So this is them right here when they're put together. Okay. So anyways, I had actually debuted these a year ago for Valentine's Day. I remember somebody says, why are you doing gingerbreads for Valentine's Day? And I was thinking to myself, why not, right? So these were my very first release in last year for Valentine's Day. And then the next item I came out with was in Christmas in July. I came out with my Sweet Gingerbread Person die, which is the bigger version. But obviously you can see how bigger this one is. So I couldn't give her a partner because this die set would have been ginormous if I would have given her a partner. So I figured, I got a lot of requests for people. They wanted me to give her a partner. So I figured, you know what? Why not go ahead and give her a special Valentine Day man. So here goes the die we are showcasing today, which is the Sweet Gingerbread Companion die. And this will go with the Sweet Gingerbread Person. So they will both face each other. So hopefully that makes sense. So basically just think of these 2 little guys facing each other, but bigger versions, okay? So I finally have the partner to that one. Now, my one I did in Christmas in July comes with the candy canes and little candy, since obviously that was a Christmas theme. And then this one came with a little love letter, since this was a Valentine Day theme. And then this one here, since it is Valentine Day again, we have a little love banner, okay? Now, since I cannot do a process video for you, what I'm going to do on, let's see, because obviously I'm going to have to work on the release this weekend, so I won't be able to work on it this weekend. But next week, when all the dust settles, I'm going to go ahead and sit down and do a video showing you exactly how to put this all together, okay? And that video will be in my store, okay? So this is what we are showcasing today, along with these 2 die sets, okay? So I'm going to show you what I made. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the little girl and the boy put together, okay? So here goes so this is our little man, I call it. This is the one that we're showcasing today. And this is what he looks like when you put them all together. Now, of course, he doesn't have to be a boy. You could go ahead and move that up there and make it to a little girl. And then this was the OG. This was the other one, the sweet gingerbread companion. And what I did for her little bow die, of course, I had to bust out my adorable little bow dies. Let me grab it so you can see it. The mini bow dies, that is. So I used the little tiny little heart-shaped mini bow die for her bow and her hair. And then I dressed him up. So basically, everything you see in this set is everything that's on here, and with the exception of the hearts, because you could do heart buttons or circle buttons. I figured I'd do the circle button since we're doing it a guy. But you could easily put a heart button on there if you want. But that's the only thing I didn't use on there. But I used everything, okay? So anyway, so that is what I wanted to show you, how they'll look like when they're facing each other. Super duper adorable. I love the way these came out. So I'm going to show you another version as well, and I'll show this to you in the video coming up next week, just so you could see. I'm going to show you my card I made using all the items that we showcased here today. So I had learned this little trick from my design team member, Miss Melissa Carroll. She did this. So now this is just an easier version. If you don't have the patience to put all the little dies on the face, this is what I saw she did. She basically added this little eyelashes, because if you see on the actual die, let me show you that really quick here. If you see on the die here, let me just use my little pointer. You see how there's little cut lines there? That shows you where all of these little parts go. Okay, so as you can see, that little cut line will go with the little eyes, which are right here. And then this is the nose and the little mouth together. That's going to go there. And then these two little ovals are the little ones, the cut lines that go for the actual cheeks, okay? So what she did, and it took me a little bit to figure out what she did, but it looked like it was super simple. So what she did was she just added eyelashes. And what I did was I got a really fine black marker and just kind of just outlined the inside of that little cut line there. I didn't add eyelashes to him. I figured I would just keep them simple. And then I just added the little bow, and that's it. And then added the little banner with his little bow tie, just like him right there. And then you see how this is a little different. I was able to put in the black letters, and this one I just kept plain, just clear. So in the video that I'm going to do for you, that's going to be in my store, I'm going to show you both ways on how to put that together, okay? But isn't this super cute? And the other two items I used for my card are these are my tall frame die layers. This is my version of the slim cards, the bigger slim cards. Did I use the frame? No, I didn't use I just used the layers, one that has the stitching. And then I also used my set that we showcased on Monday called Love You Most. And what I did was I used the small Happy Valentine's Day along with the die. And I also used, which one did I use? I think I used You Are Special to Me I didn't use the die, okay? So that's why I did Happy Valentine's Day. I put it there. So I did was I just kind of popped up the little stitched on top of that. I didn't add the stitched here because since he was going to be on there. So I figured, you know what, let's just leave it just plain. I just used the bottom layer of that die set. And then this one here, I did put You Are Special to Me on the inside, added the small heart there. And that's it. Just kind of called it a day. And I think it came out super cute. Now, all the papers I used for this are coming from my 2 brand new paper pads. So here goes the gray that I used in the background. And then here goes the little hot pink that I used for her little her bow. And then the red hearts for her bow there. And then out of this paper, I used the solid reds for this, and that. And then for this one here, I used the solid hot pink for the little banner. Super cute. I'm so happy that I have solids to go with my pattern papers now, because otherwise it wouldn't be a perfect match if I were to use the cardstock I have on hand already, okay? So that is it, everyone. That is our showcase for today for our sneaky peek. Again, we showcase these 2 Cute Heart layer dies, which is the ones with the stitching, along with the Cute Heart frame dies. This is no stitching. These are sold separately. I just kind of store them together so I won't lose them. And then we're also showcasing the Sweet Gingerbread companion die, which would be our girl's new man, her little Valentine for this year. So I'm super excited. And all these pieces are right here in this, how I did it like that. So I just kind of want to show you 2 ways to do the little cute little gingies, and I just love the way they came out. These are my absolute favorite. So that is it for today, everybody. Head on over to my blog at www.creativeTimeForMe.com to see what the rest of my amazing team has for you today. Oh, one thing, I actually do have something I want to tell you. There was a few people that were confused. They're thinking that, you remember I had showed you that dies, I have dies that cut out this. Well, the dies do not come with the paper pads. So just so you'll know, because somebody's like, oh, good, there's, somebody emailed me, I'm so happy you're having the dies go with the paper pads now, like to be sold together. But no, separate. The paper pads are sold individually by themselves, okay? So the 2 stamp sets that I'm coming out, that I came out with, like the first one was the cookie cutters that has stamps and dies that will cut out the stamps along with the papers in here, these little images as well. And then on that one stamp set that I came out with that I just showed you, Love You Most, that die that's in there will cut out these, okay? So I kind of wanted just to come out things that you could, you know, use for this and for your, so if you run out of the paper, you'll always have the stamps on hand. So I hope that makes sense, my friends. If you have any questions, just go ahead and ask away. I don't mind. Yeah, so that's it, everybody. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Have a fabulous day. Don't forget to leave your comments on all of our blogs for a chance to win all 3 of these sets that we showcase here today. And very, very important, I noticed a couple of you are not putting your email address. Please put your emails down, so this way, if you are the lucky winner, we can contact you right away. Okay, because if there's no email information, I have to skip and move on, you know what I'm saying? So please put your contact information. All winners will be announced on my blog on this Friday, January 13th at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will announce the winners on my blog then. Also, that's when everything that we showcase this week will be available for sale, okay, at that time. And and there will be a coupon code, which is January 2023, and it will be abbreviated JAN 2023. You're going to use that code at checkout starting this Friday to get 15% off of your entire purchase. And that sale runs through Sunday, which will be the 15th. It will end on January 15th, 2023 at midnight Pacific Standard Time. So the sale only runs through the weekend. So if you want all these goodies at a sale price, I would suggest you shop this weekend just so you could get it at the sale. Okay, all right, everyone, that's it for today. I cannot wait to show you tomorrow. Tomorrow is our 4th and final sneaky peek. Thanks so very much for tuning in. Have a fabulous day. I will see you all back here soon. Bye-bye.